know that nobody likes word problems, but we have to learn how to deal with them, so we're going to do some more application problems here. Now, this one says the product of twice a number and 3 is the same as the difference of 5 times the number and 3/4. Find the number. Okay, here what we don't know is this number. So we can start working on translating this English sentence into a mathematical statement. So let's see, the first thing that I notice is that it says the product of. The product of tells us that we're going to be doing some kind of a multiplication. Now, what are we going to be multiplying? It tells us here that we're going to be multiplying twice a number and 3. So let's write that out. Twice a number multiplied to 3 would look just like this. Now then it says is the same as. That is a way of saying equals. Now what does it equal? It equals the difference of. So that's a subtraction. But what are we going to be subtracting? 5 times the number and 3/4. So 5 times the number we'd write as 5x, and 3/4 is just the fraction 3/4. Here is our equation, and now we can begin to solve it. On the left-hand side here, we have 2x times 3. Well, we can go ahead and multiply those together. Remember the commutative and associative properties of multiplication? Basically, you can do it in any order you want to. So we could multiply those numbers together and get 6x equals 5x minus 3/4. Now, we could get rid of the fractions if we wanted to, or we can just work with them. In this case, it's actually going to be much easier just to go ahead and work with it. I want to get my like terms together, so I need to move the 5x over to the left to collect it with the other x term, which is 6x. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. 6x minus 5x is x. And then on the right-hand side we have left negative 3/4. So we have found that the number is negative 3/4. In our next problem, we have the left and right page numbers of an open book are two consecutive integers whose sum is 469. Find the page numbers. Well, let's think about a book. Kind of a crude drawing, but at least we have something to go by. If we see this drawing, or if we just to pretend like that it's an open book there, if I told you that the first page was a 2, then we would know automatically that the next page had to be 3. That's because for a book the numbers go in order, and that's what consecutive integers mean. One number and then the very next number in line. So before I work this, I'm going to list out what I don't know. I'm supposed to be finding these page numbers, so I have to find the first page and then the second page. Well, I don't know what either one of them are, but if we could figure out what the first page is, then wouldn't we just have to add 1 to it to get the second page? Absolutely. Now think about what the problem said. It said whose sum is 469. Well, the sum means that we're going to be adding these things together. We're going to be adding together the first page and the second page to get a total of 469. Now we're at a problem that we can work. We can collect our like terms to get 2x plus 1 equals 469. And then we can subtract 1 from both sides. So now we have 2x equals 468. And then dividing both sides by 2, we get x equals 234. Now this is not our answer. We're not done because the problem said find the page numbers, both of them. What we found was the first page number is 234. But if we know that one, then we also know that the second page number has to be 235 because it's the next one in order.